We are live. Running a little late. Woo, I'll tell you, schedule is hectic, but gonna get it done as usual. We signed up for it, so that's what we're gonna do, man. Gotta get it done. Don't stop now. It is your boy Zulu Gutter. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and this is more so of an announcement. Y'all see the description, and I'll be waiting on y'all. This will just be based on just gradual growth. But the faster you do it, the faster we can get to it. But I do have a formula. Again, generally speaking, just to give you an idea of it, you can come to my channel when we're doing live and we got a lot of active members, particularly the number that I gave you in the description. And we donate and cash up each other right here, you know, because the core of you guys' problem is finances and economics giving rise to financial freedom. That's that's the core of it. There's a lot of other things too, like getting your manhood together, getting your parents and your health together, making some improvements. But overall, I get it. With the ease of financial freedom, you have more time versus being a slave to a job, a low-paying job, uh, especially in the economy that we got going on right now with this inflation. That it can give you more time to do those other things you need to do to improve yourself as well. Because long work days and hours and weeks takes up a lot of time. So something else could be fitted in and used with that time as well. And what I want to tell you guys is like you have an opportunity to reverse being exploited in the manosphere. Uh, I cannot assure you enough that men are in on it. It's very ironic that the manosphere was supposed to be a support system for men. Then it started breaking off from, you know, separating as far as white men from black men. Then you just got faction after faction within each group that just don't get along or disagree. Now, it's said that the white manospheres operate a little bit different, that they really look out for each other and that they network a little better. And it's not really women over there. Um, but the manosphere, black manosphere in particular, is just a money grab. Everybody is on the take, and everybody is trying to exploit vulnerable black men. Right now, if you want to really improve your situation, you know, over here on this channel, you can get it all in one, uh, or at least get select creators to be recommended to you. The ones that basically I got a lot of information from and answers from, but I also applied my own method. See, I was looking for solutions. I wasn't looking for a continuous, endless, circular conversation. I was not looking for that. I took a lot of key, um, useful tools from various content creators throughout the years in the manosphere and the ones that made sense, and I applied them. And that's why I'm able to operate the way I operate. I am not here to constantly get on panels and talk to women and just keep going back and forth with women. I'm not even going back and forth with any of these dudes anymore because it's a setup. These guys are in on it. I want you guys to understand that the majority of the faces that you see in the manosphere that are catching the algorithm and being promoted the most through YouTube, these guys are in on it and they're sacrificing you, okay? And they are even behind the scenes, you know, setting and organizing up these streams to get you to come in as a big audience. They're doing it with the women, they're doing it in groups. Everybody is setting you guys up. The only way to beat all this stuff is for us to finally stick together with the right platform that works for everybody. Right, right, NYC. Well, NYC, if you check my channel and go back to backlog, particularly especially the ones that have dating in the title, we investigated dating. We went back on this channel and investigated dating, and we found that the origins of dating come from whoredom. So, what happened about somewhere in the 1950s, but prior to that, the majority of Americans done arranged marriages and they courted. Courted means that a young boy and young girl took a liking to each other, and the young boy had to go through a process in order to attain that girl from her family, and they were supervised from both sides. And it was only dealing with one people. Dating makes you a whore and whoremonger because modern dating, all it does is you trying out a bunch of different people, you running from person to person, and thus you're going to sleep with multiple people. The origins of it come from the early 1900s, where women who did this in the cities, when women first started working in the cities and coming out of rural areas, they were called whores and charity girls that basically said yes to a lot of men offering them things that they came across in the city. It would whether be taking them out on a date, giving them food, giving them gifts, So this is not new, okay? And in the 1950s, when women went more in the college route and you start having feminism, um, two things happened. It made the campus go into hyper dating. So the college introduction to women basically brought your first wave of hyper dating. You know what I'm saying? Hookup culture is the probably maximum end result of hyper dating, right? And a lot of people don't know college campuses is where a lot of these women body counts go up and they have the most sex. They try to put it off on um, neighborhoods, bad environments like the black community and stuff like that. A lot of this stuff originated as far as it getting more intense and increasing the levels of it is the college campus. That's where your feminism and your liberal classes begin at. And that's where the dating and sexual freedom. It used to be called, when I was growing up, even the female teachers would tell us you should go to college and you should see the world, explore the world. And they would make a term like, you may have to experiment to see how you feel and what you like. They called it experimentation. So this has been going on. Okay. And once we investigated dating, broke down the origins of it, and seeing that it's part of the problem itself, all you got is a bunch of female and male content creators always talking about dating, 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 dating. They don't. A lot of them either don't know, or some of them do know that dating is one of the biggest problems. Stop dating. You have to stop dating. People have to cleanse. People's minds are on sexual overload with a variety of people to choose from. Their brains are fried. And women cannot recover, because they get too much attention, they get too many offers, so they can never be loyal to one man. It's just too much on the table for them constantly. Something's always being thrown at them, and they've already opened their legs to too many men, so they're too far gone. So honestly and truly, after a woman has so many men, she's a whore. She is not supposed to reach a particular. She's not really supposed to go past one. You know, you really have mercy on a woman who stays in single digits on the number of men she's opened her legs to. That's having mercy on her. By nature, by biology, uh, by religion, by old customs and tradition, after a woman has had so many men, she's a whore. And we live in an American environment where, like, you just don't know how many men these women had. And these guys, even these guys now, are telling you to recycle these women and keep dating them and keep making attempts at making something. Well, NYC, I'm here to tell you, my last girlfriend was a widow, and widows of today aren't the same as widows of the past. I had an auntie that, when her husband died in the 80s, I never seen her with another man in my life until she died, her last dying day without ever. I never seen her with another man. Never. Doesn't mean that I don't know if she had sex or had something done in secret. I just know I never seen this woman with another man after her husband died. The last girlfriend I had was a widow. Her husband died, and this woman was single for 6, 7 years after he died. And she wasn't even in a relationship until me, but she had dealt with men. Come to find out that she had male friends just like all the other females, that she had been going on dates, hooking up. She had guys that she was having sex with. The widows of the past and today are different. So you have to be careful when you say widow, because you excuse a woman without actually investigating the individual woman and knowing what she's doing out here. Uh, these widows participate in hot girl summer too, and thought behavior. These are different kind of widows. Be careful. This is like, you have to be careful when you say a woman has been married, or when you talk about marriage, like that's something that a woman needs to achieve to be validated. Whores get married. Men make mistakes and marry whores too. Marriage doesn't validate anything. Marriage is validated once somebody gets married and they go all the way to the end, to the deathbed, at least till old age. And I'm talking about 70 to 80 years old. And the whole foundation and generational wealth has been laid and passed on when it gets to that point. That's the true concept, and that's where you give credit to marriage. A woman can be married 4 or 5 years and say, I was married before, but she was a cheater, she was a whore, she was abusive, she didn't contribute anything to, yeah, exactly, all the way to death. You know, so what you got going on is a ploy. They are exploiting vulnerable men. I'm telling you, all these content creators in the manosphere are exploiting vulnerable men for their dollars, and they're not giving you anything. Okay, and they don't give back. Okay, if you build this channel up and we get these lives going where we got 1 million viewers on each live, and we got the seniority roll call, and we taking turns giving money to each other, we will change the game, along with the passport, along with fitness, along with appearance, grooming, hygiene, and health, we will change the game. Yeah, marriage is off the table in America. That's another thing. Anybody telling you to date, marry, to take a woman serious in America is the enemy. The only women you should marry is the women coming from a gender role based culture, and the culture and tradition is family oriented. And if you check the laws in that country, the marriage and divorce laws, and they're gender neutral and they're gender fair, and you get married over there, you do not get married over here. And you also make a private marriage contract to supplement uh, the laws over in that country, a private agreement. You know, when you do the K-1 visa, you have to make an agreement to get married anyway, and both of y'all have to sign it. So that is your opportunity to design a prenup and also your own private marriage contract, either or really will work based upon your terms and conditions with that woman. Then you get married in her country. You do not get married over here. People are hating on the passport bros because the passport bros basically take away money, right? I'm telling, look, you got to put it together. Listen to me. They want viewers, subscribers, supporters, slash donators, right? That audience is guys who need to be coached on dating and game and to absorb the content that they want to give to you, and they want you to pay for it. When you passport, that takes away from, okay, I just lost a lot of members and subscribers from my dating platform because the guys decided to passport. I just lost a lot of members and subscribers from my platform where I'm teaching game because the guys decided to passport. See what I'm saying? Instead of you giving your super chats and donations and cash apps to them, you bought a passport, you bought a plane ticket, you mustered some confidence and self-respect, and you done some research about how the women look where you want to go. You done some research about the culture and tradition. You done some research about the laws there, and you said, "I want to go there. I'm spending my money on this." Once you go there and you see and you experience everything, and you have a renewing of your spirit, you no longer go back to those useless content creators who was selling you bullshit. Right? It is if financially. See, I know the answers to all this stuff, right? But I'm just one person. Uh, like the passport movement is one key element, but there's some other things. Like on this channel, I've done about 3 or 4 streams talking about the opt out, stop dating. I talked about this stuff back in 2020. I started in 2020 talking about this stuff. How to change the game is to opt out, right? And it's not necessarily MGTOW because MGTOW is a good thing. MGTOW, I think, should be temporary. I don't think MGTOW should be like for a long, extended period of time or lifelong because you need a woman. Just because these women over here are bad doesn't mean that you cannot have a woman the way you're supposed to have a woman. This is where the passport thing comes into play. So you opt out. You don't deal with these women on a serious level. You never be responsible for these women. Okay. If you have to have a friends with benefits, a concubine, or something like that, then you set that up. But do not girlfriend, wife, and marry or cohabitate with these women. Do not become responsible for taking care of them. Okay. This keeps you out of the unfair marriage, divorce, and family court child support laws. This keeps you from spending money on dating. This keeps you from having to pay somebody else's bills. This keeps you from having to answer to somebody's phone call in distress, want you to come help and do stuff. You're not responsible for them. If you even the best thing to do, if you can, is stop even trying to have sex with them. Stop talking to them. Stop trying to have sex with them, and don't date them. Don't give them no relationship. Don't live with them. Don't be responsible for them. Don't be legally bound to them. You just leave them. Okay. And what will happen is that they'll go into despair. Period. Yeah. That's all you have to do. But these dudes in the manosphere don't understand it. I told these guys over the weekend, stop talking to women. Stop talking to all of them. Stop talking to the ones that call themselves good, the so-called good ones, and definitely don't talk to the bad ones. Don't talk to none of them. Don't listen to them. Right? So there's like we shouldn't talk to women at all. In the state, in the conditions of this social environment, what good has it done to talk to women? Even in the Bible, it said women should not be speaking in the audience to an audience. They should be listening. Okay. I have come to the conclusion that I'm only listening and talking to women who are talking about some kind of money that may or will come to me. And I'm only listening when they're talking about feeding me. And I'm only listening when they're talking about giving me sex. If they're not meeting those conditions, I have no conversation for them. They cannot give me advice and be included in a constructive conversation when it comes to issues on how to fix and problem solve them. Especially in an arena like this where everybody's trying to make money off of black men. They are trying to make money off of you. Everybody here talking to you, even when seems like they're on your side and they're talking in favor of men, they are trying to make money off of you. And once they take the money, they run. They don't give back. They don't create anything that gives back to you. Over here, all you have to do is build this channel up, and we will all network and do group economics through donating and cash apping and shooting chatting each other, and we will beat the financial freedom equation. We will beat it together. And we will talk about the other stuff to put together with it. Again, the grooming, the hygiene, the health, the fitness, the manhood courses. We will put it all together and we will passport and we will win. You don't have to listen to date, date, date. Go out here and date, date, date. Go say this and go say that and do this and do that. You will not have to listen to none of that foolishness. Okay? And I can promise you, if y'all do this in a short period of time, this will also be like one of the third kill switches to shutting the Western dating game and mating game all the way down and sending it to hell where it belongs. Period. Right? The passport movement has shown you it's the ultimate version of walking away. You know the concept when guys say walk away? It is the ultimate version of that. MGTOW shares a walk away element. Monk mode shares a walk away element. What happens when you walk away? You focus on yourself. You also open yourself up to other options, which automatically creates confidence and abundance. And then it takes a lot of work and know how to achieve jumping on a plane and going to a whole entire different country and spending time there and learning and becoming accustomed to that. Okay. That is not no regular shit. You know, I literally, when I was in Ethiopia, I was on Zooms and phones with a couple content creators trying to show love. And then the other weekend, a guy tried to shame me, said, "Oh, you went all the way to Africa for some pussy." I said, "Well, first and foremost, I get women over here when I want them. I don't want them no more. And yes, I went over there for some quality that I searched out, researched, and searched out for myself. And also, I've been dealing with this woman for a couple of years now. We corresponded for a long time. I just completed my second trip over there, right? But these guys, here's the thing, right? These guys never have talked to a foreign woman. They haven't even talked to a foreign woman online through WhatsApp, through social media, on the telephone, FaceTime, or nothing. And they damn sure don't haven't even went anywhere. Some of them don't even have passports. But the first thing they say is, "Oh, you went way over there for some pussy." Well, you can't go, right? And you don't even have any experience with foreign women to tell me what foreign women are like compared to Western women. I've had both. You haven't. So I'm one leg up on you. You keep dealing with these chicks over here. Yeah, they can't afford the ticket. Here's the key thing though, right? They complain about Western women. We have this whole space supposedly created around the unfairness in dealing with the Western modern woman. But then as soon as you say, I don't even want to deal with these women anymore, I'm just gonna go check out other women. Oh man, you can't leave. Really? So I'm beyond what, the manosphere, unless it's the passport movement, or guys trying to pull guys out of the matrix to get them to passport, or at least go into a monk mode or MGTOW stage to get themselves together, then passport. I'm not listening to what these guys talking about. Anybody talking about dating, marriage, and staying and dealing with the Western modern woman is a liar, and they are in on it. Period. And all they're doing is taking y'all's money. Y'all have given money for years to frauds. Nobody that's willing to help you. Come here, build this channel up, and we'll get to the money. We'll give it to each other. I'm just giving y'all a little breakdown. The concept is very easy. It is very easy. Share this channel, push this channel, get in line. Okay? It's all you got to do. And we'll do it together from there. That's it. Just trust me on this. I just all I need is a million plus members to come here. That's all I need. And then we'll all get rich. We'll take turns getting each other rich. And I was facilitated day in, day out, financially freeing us from the matrix one by us helping each other. And we will talk about the things that'll go hand in hand with that to foolproof you, to get you away from this matrix and to get you away from these thieves, these wolves in sheep's clothing. Just spread the word. So I ran a little late, but we got enough time in, and definitely had a good convo. We got 1 minute, probably take an extra 5 minutes or so. I got to do this other stream and get it out of the way. I done put it off and put it off. That stream ain't gonna take long. It's probably gonna be about 10 minutes. Uh, so y'all stay tuned, and I appreciate y'all coming through. It's your boy Zulu Gullah. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and I'm out. And I'm gonna continue this stream as a series to keep putting it out there. So just spread the word, and I'll keep doing more streams with this similar title, just to keep spreading the word, so we can get it going. Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. I appreciate it, NYC. And let's go, man. Let's go. All right. See y'all in about 5 or 10.